Yo, what's going on, guys? Sean Murphy here. I am going live for you today to spread a little love to you. So in the past week, I've been given a lot of tools. I've been, to hook you guys up with like the 7 tactics for developing your mental toughness. And then on yesterday's post, I got a whole lot of love when I shared my before and after of the past 10 weeks. So along with that, as I shared that stuff with the social media, with the Facebook and with the Instagram, I got a lot of love. I got a lot of comments. I got a lot of, just the hearts and the likes and everything. So first and foremost, before I get into anything today, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your love. It's that kind of support that motivates me to keep sharing my goodwill and to keep sharing my messages to you. So I have to say that first and foremost. Now, I got a lot of messages. How did you do it? And can you help me? And so what I want to do with today's message, and the reason I'm going live is because I'm going to go very, very long with this one today. I'm going to try to keep it where I'm not rambling, but if you stay with me during this whole time, you're going to get a lot of value and you're going to get a lot of insight and you're going to learn exactly what it takes to get the results and do it the right way. Okay? So I'm going to share you my tactic that I use to really flip the mindset to dial it in and start getting the results that I've been wanting for the past 3 years. Okay, so before I could get into that, I got to share with you where I was coming from and why it was such a struggle for the past several years. So, as you all know, and if you don't know, you're going to learn here on this video today, is that Mayhem Fitness is a gym on strength. We are a strongman gym. We have power lifters in here. We have Olympic lifters in here. It's all dedicated to strength, okay? And we bring home a lot of titles because of that strength. By the way, who do we have joining us? We have Denise, we have Shauna, we have Bev. That's all that I can see right now. But yeah, if you guys want to throw in some comments, let me know that you're here. Throw some hearts, likes, all that stuff, so I know that you get value out of this. That would be awesome. So I hope you guys are doing well here on Wednesday. But we are a gym on strength. And over the years, we have collected a lot of titles because of that strength training. As you see right up here, we've had athletes make it all the way to the Arnold. And in every single competition that we've done in the past 4 years, we've had at least one athlete, if not more, podium, first, second, or third place for the past 4 years. So that has been the identity of this gym. That has been my personal identity, is to strengthen athletes, win championships, and keep driving forward. There's a lot of mental toughness in there. There's a lot of hard work that goes into winning those titles, and there's some sacrifice. So the branding of the strongman was a blessing, and it is a blessing, and we will continue doing this. We will continue working with our athletes on this stuff because I love my athletes. We have a lot of potential. Right now we have 2 national record holders in this gym. Right now we have a Matt. And when I say we have a Matt, it's like when the Avengers say we have a Hulk. Well, we have a Matt, and Matt is going places. We have attracted the Bobby Thompsons to this gym to come train here. So we're going to keep doing what we're doing because we have an environment for success, which is awesome, and I love it. But there was a drawback, and that's what I want to share with you today. Because of my identity with strongman, every time I would try to lose weight, I would sabotage myself. I would sabotage myself because of one incident that happened. This happened about 3 or 4 years ago. And if you can really grasp onto this, you can start, you'll be able to pinpoint things in your life where you might have this little trigger that happened to you that's holding you back. So let me share with you exactly what happened to me and why it's been holding me back for several years. So I was getting ready for a strongman competition. This is the last one that CrossFit Full Circle was putting on before they changed locations and before they started 86ing their whole strongman environment. And I decided I was going to cut weight for this competition. I wasn't going to compete in the heavyweights. I was going to compete in the more of the middleweights, I believe. But at any rate, I knew I needed to get under 231 for that competition. And I did it. I did it successfully. I lost 30 pounds in 12 weeks. I did a drastic weight cut. And I was very happy when I weighed in at 227 on that scale. So I hit my goal of getting under 231 in the 12 weeks I need to do it. When I stepped on the scale for the weigh-in, I successfully hit that goal of weighing in at 227. What happened? On my very first event, I did a big fat 0. What does a 0 mean in competition? Well, it means you didn't put any points up on the board. It was an axle clean and press, and I couldn't even clean the bar. So I couldn't even get the bar up to here. It was barely coming above my waistline. And so here's where the flip happened to me. I made a drastic weight cut. I failed and zeroed my first event, and I beat myself up because of it. I did very poorly with my performance. Now, I went on to place a second in that competition, so I should have felt okay, right? Like, you take a big win. You don't take first, but you take second. That's still a good accomplishment. It's not the best, but it's a good accomplishment for today, even with the weight cut, even after 0 in your first event. So I should be walking away feeling confident and proud, right? That's not what happened. I held on to that one event, and I associated weight cut means loss in strength. And I've held that belief for several years now. All right. So the belief is if I cut weight, I'm going to lose strength and I'm going to perform poorly. And so each year when I would say I'm going to cut weight again, I would sign up for another competition and my weight loss would come to a halt. Why? Why would my weight loss come to a halt? It's very, very simple. Because I was associating weight loss with poor performance, that I would cut myself off and say, nope, now we signed up for a competition, now we got to keep our weight up, and now we can perform, and now we can place. And I would place. Every single comp I've done, I have placed first, second, or third on the platform, been invited to nationals twice, never went to nationals because it's just not what I want to do. It's what some of my athletes want to do, which is cool, and I'm going to follow them there. But because I associated weight cut with poor performance, I would sabotage myself to losing weight. And then so you might be asking, well, why? Well, Sean, if your weight loss is important to you, why would you sign up for competitions, knowing that that's what would happen to you? It's because of the feel good. It's because the sense of accomplishment. It was because of the wins and the trophies and the celebrations and the dopamine hit and everything that you can associate with feeling good and feeling pride and feeling powerful will be associated with that. That's what was going on with me. So as I attracted that powerful feeling, as I was tracking new athletes into the gym here, as I was attracting, a successful business, my personal weight loss took a sideline. It took a hit. And so internally, I would struggle with it. Every time that I wanted to lose weight, I would sign up for the next competition because it fed my soul, because it fed the trophies, it fed that status. So what did I need to do to flip the switch in order to make 2020 the actual change? I told my athletes I was not going to compete in the year 2020. Now I'm going to be honest. COVID-19 made it a little bit easier not to compete this year. Let's just be honest about that. But I made the decision. My last competition was just a friendly one in-house where we did Stupid Cupid in February. And I said, after this, I'm not signing up for any comps. I will go to competitions with you. I will train you for competitions. I will lead the way. I will help you out in any capacity that you need. But for me personally, I want to lose weight. I want to shred down to the bone and then build myself back up. And the reason I did that was to reframe my mind, okay? Because I associate weight cut with poor performance. So I knew, you know what, let's just take that off the table. Let's just take that off the table. Even though scientifically, if you do a weight cut properly, your performance can actually go up. When you do things properly, you can still build strength, you can still build performance without sacrificing. You can still lose the weight without sacrificing your performance if it's done right. This is science, this is real, this is true. But my belief, because of my experience, was that's false. So I'm going to walk you to the whiteboard because I'm going to show you my action steps. And if you want a notebook for this, you're going to get a lot of what was going on inside my mind. So what I needed to do was I needed to flip the switch. I needed to still feel strong, still feel powerful, still have the performance while I was doing the weight cut, because I associate everything with strength. Like I said, our gym is a gym of strength. Everything I do is built on the strength. Strength in the mind, the mental toughness, strength in the body, strength in the spirit, right? So when I zeroed on that event, the enemy slipped in. The enemy of weakness. The enemy of, well, really, that's it. Mediocrity. And so where weakness is, strength cannot be found. Weakness is never strength. Strength is never weakness. You'll hear Mark Bell say that, right? So that was my association. So what I needed to do was I needed to remind myself I had to develop a system that would work for me that, Sean, you're still strong, you're still capable, and you can still lose the weight and not have any issues. So what did I do? I took the acronym STRENGTH and I built my code to live by. And this is what I've been doing for the past several weeks, 10 weeks plus. Okay, I started tracking 10 weeks ago. I started tracking my weight. I started tracking those pictures. So that before and after photo, that was the beginning of 10 weeks ago. And that picture was taken yesterday before I posted it. And I debated whether or not I was going to post it. But I'm glad I did because I got a lot of love from you guys. So I appreciate you. But what I did was I drew up this acronym. Now, if you've been on Instagram or you saw my Facebook post, you've seen this acronym. I'm going to dive in why each one is so important, how each one led to my success. And you can model this. You can take this for what you want. But my encouragement is for you to develop your acronym that's going to hold you accountable, whatever it is that you're struggling with. I'm hoping that you're getting some success here, some success tips. Success always leaves clues, guys. So at any rate, I took the acronym STRENGTH. And strength, I wrote it down that way because strength is the backbone of my program. The strength is the backbone of my core. Strength is the backbone of my business. Strength is my identity. I will not change that identity. It will always be a part of my identity, and it will always be a part of this gym's identity. Weakness doesn't thrive here. It will not thrive here. That's why people can't really stay that long. Because weakness leaves the door. The strong stay. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. I'm not beating anybody up. So, I took this acronym. I was like, what are my core values? What do I want? What do I need to touch on every aspect of my life so that I change? Because you've heard me say this often, guys. You've heard me say this before. What you do in one area of your life, you do in every area of your life. And if you are doing poorly in one area of your life, it could drag you down in multiple areas. So when I wrote down the word strength, I wanted to tackle every area of my life that was holding me back. I wanted to strengthen up every avenue, every area in my life, including my mind, my body, my spirit, my balance, my relationships, the whole nine. And so the first thing I wrote down was self-respect or status. I'm going to raise my status, no longer living in the status quo. What I was doing with the gym, what I was doing with my business, what I was doing with myself was I was comfortable. I was at the status quo. And I was buying into, you don't need to do anymore. You're doing great. A lot of people would be very happy to trade places with you. You have a successful gym. You have an awesome business. You have all these wins, if you will. And so I settled for that. And because of that settled, I held myself back from my own greatness, from my own potential. So the first thing I did was I said, Sean, you got to man up. Give yourself some self-respect. Raise your status. Let's start pushing the envelope. Let's see how much more you can improve every day. Let's see how much more we could grow the gym. Let's see how much more we could do. Let's see how many more wins we could get. Let's see what you could do internally with yourself. I gave myself the self-respect and the self-love that I need, and I do this every day. So when I go to bed at night, I look at, what did I do today to give myself self-respect? What did I do for myself that I can look in the mirror and say, that was respect, Sean. That's what you did. So it's journaling, it's a meditation, it's the workouts, it's taking care of my body. There's a lot of self-respect. It is, you guys have heard me talk about this, it is developing something every single day to make yourself better. I don't just sit around and do nothing all day. I'm constantly chasing new skills to make myself better. Doing these videos, by the way, is just one of my skills. If you watch this video today, which I'm doing live, and you watch a video that I did a couple years back, you will see a big difference in how I develop my skills on video, on camera. It's because I work on it all the time. So I'm raising my self-respect, I'm raising my status. Number 2, take massive action. On the little diagram that I post out there, it just says take action. But you know what? I said, you know what? Taking action isn't good enough. Take massive action. We're going to wake up earlier. We're going to get more shit done. Towards the business, towards the gym, towards yourself, take massive action. Know what you want and go after it. And guys, before I move on any more of this, I want you to understand that I know what it takes to lose weight. I know the training protocol. I know the nutrition. I know the rest and recovery. I know the mindset. I know all those tools. That stuff came easy. This is what I needed to be successful. This was my missing component. So for you, you might need the nutrition. You might need the training. You might need all 3. You might need accountability. I don't know, but let's move on. I just want to throw that in there because a lot of people will be like, oh, so all I need to do is flip the switch. Well, that's part number 1. But you got to make sure you're doing stuff right too, okay? All right, the next thing. Raise your standards. This goes back to the self-respect. Well, what can I do every day to raise my standards? What is something I can do every day to raise my bar? What is something I can do every day to better myself? And you guys have heard me talk about on videos before that I'm on an unfair playing field with the average person. The average person keeps their bar very low. I set my standards very high. And this is why people cannot gravitate towards what I talk about a lot of times. This is why people cannot relate with what I talk about a lot. It's because their status is low. I raise my standards and I keep raising it every single day so that I become a better individual, so I can be better. And I get myself away from negative people. I get myself away from broke people. I get myself away from people who give excuses. I get myself away from people who use time and excuses and anything. Why? Because they try to lower my bar back. And I'm going to keep my bar high with the people that I associate myself with. So I will raise my standards every single day, along with the people that I associate myself with. And if that is a hard-hitting fact, not sorry, okay? The next one, embrace the suck. It's gonna be hard. There's gonna be adversity. There's gonna be trials. There's gonna be tribulations. So the fuck what? Man up. Overcome them. You're not always going to feel the best up here. You're not going to feel like getting out of bed. You're going to have the mental anguish that holds you back. Embrace it and drive through it. That's where mental toughness comes from. You guys heard me talk about movement is secure. It is. But doing something that makes you feel accomplished every single day, even if it's just getting up out of bed and taking a walk when you want to just keep your head on the pillow, you embrace the suck and you drive forward. That's another one of those enemies. It's a negative headspace. Or knocking out the weakness, or knocking out that negative headspace. Those are the enemies when it comes to strength. Those are the weaknesses. And by embracing the suck, even though it's going to be hard, even though there's going to be sacrifices, even though there's going to be trials and tribulations, we're going to keep on driving stronger. Hope you guys are getting a lot out of this. Let's keep moving forward. Never quit. Ooh, that's a good motto, isn't it? A lot of people say, never quit. I'm never going to quit. And I love the motto. But never quit what? What are you never quitting? Are you just going through the same old status, the same old standard quo? Or are you raising the bar? Are you reaching yourself to new standards? My never quit is to always be better than yesterday. That's my never quit. Not staying in the same status and just being like, I did cardio yesterday, so I will do it again today because I never quit. Nah! The never quit mentality for me, the never quit is I will never quit learning. I will never quit being better. I will never quit on myself. I will never quit on others. That's my never quit. Which moves us right to the G, give. Give to others. Here is a success. Here's the secret to success if you guys want it. The more you give, the more you receive. When people tell me that they don't have time, they don't give people their time. So they come from scarcity. When people say, I don't have the money, they don't give their money because they come from a scarcity mindset. When people say that they don't have something, it's a scarcity victim mindset and they are not giving to others first. When you give, when you pour out, you cannot outgive the universe and it will 10x you back. Maybe not all of a sudden. But guys, this is why I do so much. This is why I pour out into the videos. This is why I hand out the free ebooks. This is why I have the Facebook coaching group. This is why I am constantly giving. Because every single time that I just pour out to people, I get so much love back, just like it happened yesterday. All the love, all the comments. And people on that thread were trying to steal the thunder, just talking about themselves without giving. They wanted to receive even more. Think about that. Give. Give if you want to receive. Give if you want to receive. I cannot express that enough. Keep giving. Go with the given hand. Me and James were just talking about today. We were talking about coordinating with a Muay Thai business that's here in town, BJJ Muay Thai. And as you guys know, with me and James, we're working on Mayhem Tactical. And so he was like, yeah, dude, I was talking to him and, we'll bring in these guys and da-da-da. I said, wait a minute. I was like, what did you offer first? What did you give first? If always go. Here's a tip in life. Here's a success tip in life. Always go with the giving hand. What can you do first for the other person? Do not try to pick somebody's brain for their time. Do not try to approach somebody because you want the secret for success. You want the secret for success? Give first. Okay? This was the big one. And I hate that I put this all the way at the bottom. Trust God. So during the quarantine, well, after the quarantine, before the quarantine, it was sometime in there, my brother gave me this. The Lord is my salvation. The Lord is my strength. That is what that means. I've been struggling with my faith for a very long time. I started giving it all back to God. I said, you know what? I'm going to start every day with scripture. I'm going to start every day with prayer. I am going to get my alignment back with God. I put in my absolute trust in everything. I'm putting my trust in my body, my faith, my business, what have you. I'm putting God first every single day. And before I go to bed at night, I'm also praying again. God has helped my mom get through the chemotherapy. He is helping her conquer breast cancer. I'm a firm believer in that. You can agree with me or not. That's totally up to you. But I know where my faith is. I know where I'm grounded. I know that God has my back. And with God with me, nobody or nothing can take me down. And God is strength. God is my salvation. God is my strength. That's why I had that tattooed on my forearm. For those who've been wondering and just too timid to ask. And the last one. Honor your commitments. Guys, I hate doing phone calls. There's certain parts of the business that I struggle with. I hate sending out emails. I just don't like typing them. It's much easier for me to do these videos and things of that nature. So each and every day I ask myself, did I honor my commitments? Did I fulfill on the promises that I held up with other people? I don't always come to fruition on this stuff, guys. On this list, I struggle every single day on this list. It's not that I put this list up and I do things perfectly. My goal is to live up to these standards daily. My goal is to be 100% on this stuff, but I guarantee you, as a matter of fact, I will tell you straight up, I fall short on a lot of this stuff. But because I strive for that strength, because that is the backbone, because that is my moral compass, that is why I've been successful. What you have seen on the outside is merely a reflection of what's going on the inside. Merely a reflection. And I'm going to keep going because I'm going to never quit. I'm going to keep raising my stats. I'm going to keep training my athletes. I'm going to keep growing this gym. I'm going to keep honoring my commitments, even though I fall short on them. I am going to be 100% honest. I fall short on them. But I'm getting better because I work on my skills, because I work on the mindset, because I work on, dude, just get on the phone. It's cool. Like I'll text people 10 minutes before their phone call, say, hey, I'm calling you in 10 minutes. Why? It's a reminder for them, but it's for me. It's for them to say, Sean, now you text, you better call that person. Honor your commitment. So guys, when you see this, when you see me post, live the code, when you see me use that hashtag, this is what I'm talking about. This was the mind flip for me. This is what I needed to do for myself. So, we went on a long tangent. If you got value from this live training, video, what have you today, leave me some comments, leave me some hearts, let me know what I can help with you next. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to dissect my entire plan that I've been doing for the past 10 weeks. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into the mindset and my purpose and my whys. If you would like to join me on that, please comment below and let me know that you will be on that. And I will tag you on that video when I do it, so that way you don't miss it. All right? I think it's raining now. Hold on. Is it raining? Yep, it's raining. So I got to go shut that garage door. But guys, I appreciate you joining me with this. I hope you got some value out of this. Implement these strategies. If you are struggling today, if you're struggling with your mindset, start implementing some of this stuff. If you got some value out of this, please let me know. If you want in on tomorrow's training where I dissect everything even further, please let me know in the comments below. All right? So I think I have the comments turned off right now. But at any rate, peace, love, and strength. Now you see why I say that every single freaking day. I love you all, and I will holler at you tomorrow. Peace, love, strength. I'm out.